Welcome children. Today we are going to see the functions of financial market. We have two functions. One is intermediate function, another one is a financial function. First we are going to see the intermediate function. Intermediate means link between two persons. So financial market link between the lender and borrower. Transfer of resources. Financial market, what is the function of financial market? The financial market transfer of resources from lender to ultimate borrower. Here the lender is a saver, general public. Ultimate borrower is a company, government, then public sectors, government, other organizations. They are the borrower. The financial market transfer the surplus resources to the ultimate borrower. That means the resources from the lender to ultimate borrower. The transfer of resources, the financial market transfer the real economic resources from the lender to ultimate borrower. That is a first intermediate function of financial market. Then enhancing income. Financial market allow the lenders earn interest dividend on their surplus invisible fund and thus contributing the enhancement of individual and the national income. Enhancing the income through that financial market. First point is financial market transfer the real resources to, that means the resources from the lender to ultimate borrower. They transfer the resources from lender to ultimate borrower. No one is giving their money for free. Definitely. Welcome children. Today we are going to see the functions of financial market. We have two functions. One is intermediate function, another one is a financial function. First we are going to see the intermediate function. Intermediate means link between two persons. So financial market link between the lender and borrower. Transfer of resources. Financial market, what is the function of financial market? The financial market transfer of resources from lender to ultimate borrower. Here the lender is a saver, general public. Ultimate borrower is a company, government, then public sectors, government, other organizations. They are the borrower. The financial market transfer the surplus resources to the ultimate borrower. That means the resources from the lender to ultimate borrower. The transfer of resources, the financial market transfer the real economic resources from the lender to ultimate borrower. That is a first intermediate function of financial market. Then enhancing income. Financial market allow the lenders earn interest dividend on their surplus invisible fund and thus contributing the enhancement of individual and the national income. Enhancing the income through that financial market. First point is financial market transfer the real resources to, that means the resources from the lender to ultimate borrower. They transfer the resources from lender to ultimate. Now we are going to see the enhancing income. Financial market allow the lender earn interest and dividend to their surplus invisible fund. That means financial market allow the lenders earn interest and dividend to their surplus invisible fund. For example, one saver means those who save money. One saver a portion of income that come into him so that the money he saved may be no use to him if he within him. Alternatively, if he invested in a bank or financial market, he will get an interest. For example, a person save some money from his salary. For example, 25,000 his salary. Out of 25,000 every month, he planned to save 5,000 rupees. After 10 months, after a 10 months it become a 50,000. If this saving amount he kept within him, there is no use. Otherwise, if he invested this amount in a bank or a financial institution, through that they are getting some interest. For example, bank collect a deposit from the deposit from the public. They are collecting a deposit from the public. After collecting these deposits are allocated to various loan. For that loan, they are getting a high rate of interest from the borrower. Likewise, they are obtaining fund from the public. For that, they are given some lesser rate of interest to the lender. Likewise, the financial market allow the lender earn interest or dividend through their invisible fund. Those the persons are lend money to the borrower. So the borrower gives some interest or dividend to the lender. Likewise, the financial market allow a lender earn an interest or dividend through the surplus invisible fund. This will help the individual also. They raise the income, as well as the national income also will grow. That is the enhancing income. Then productive usage. The financial market allow for the productive use of funds borrowed, and thus enhancing the income and the gross national production. So after collecting, after gathering this amount from the saver, these funds are allocated to the productive usage. Those who need, that means they are allocating this fund for various industries, various organizations. They are using this fund for productive purpose. If you are I already told you, if you are produce more product, goods and service, automatically it raises the national income. If you are produce more goods and service, if you increase your production, automatically your economic will grow up. Likewise, the financial market allow the productive use of fund borrowed, and this enhancing the national income and gross national productions. Then capital formation. Second, fourth point is capital formation. Productive usage means once again I just repeat that productive usage. Financial market allow for the productive use of the fund borrowed, and thus enhancing the income and the national production. Financial market they are collecting some surplus fund from the saver. After collecting the savings amount, they are allocating to the organization, those who need. The organization, they are using this fund for increasing their productivity, and they using this money for new innovation and other research and development. Through that, if you are using this amount, if you are using this productivity purpose, if you are using this fund, automatically I already told you, if you raise your production, if you are raising your production, goods and service, then it will lead a national growth. National income always also will rise. So that is a productivity usage. So financial market allow the productive use of fund borrowed to the needed person. Capital formation. Capital market provide a channel through which new savings flow to aid capital formation of a country. Like a productive usage. Financial market allow the fund for productive usage. So that they are invested in productive. After they invested this amount, then the production will increase. If the production will increase, the goods and service will increase. If the goods and service will increase, automatically the national growth will increase. Likewise, capital formation. Capital formation is term used to describe the net capital accumulation during an accounting period for a particular country. Accumulation means gradually increase the net capital of the country. Capital formation is a term used to describe the net capital accumulated during gradually increase during the accounting period of particular country is called a capital formation. I just want to give a small example. X is one of the large, for example, this is for only example, X Limited. X Limited is one of the largest producer of construction equipment in the world. They are the largest producer of construction equipment in the world. They produce equipment that other companies use to create goods and service. From the X Limited company only, other producers, other persons are getting this equipment. That means X Limited company produce equipment that other companies they using this goods and service. The firm is a publicly traded company. That means the X Limited company is publicly traded company and raise fund by issuing stocks and debenture. The firm is a publicly traded company. It is one of the traded company. They raise the fund issuing stock, shares and debenture. They raise the fund through the shares and debenture. If household savers to choose to purchase a new issue of X Limited company, the firm can use the proceeds to increase production and to develop new product for the firm's customer. That means the firm is a publicly traded company and raise the fund through the shares and debenture. If household savers, that means those who save money, the household savers to choose the X Limited company shares. They are ready to invest money in a X Limited company. From that, they are collecting some money. They are gather some fund from the household savers. The X Limited company raise the capital through the financial market. So, if household savers choose to purchase new issue of X Limited company, the firm can use the proceed to increase. They need additional fund for developing their production or the new innovating product. For that only they are collecting the fund. So if the firm can use the proceed to increase production and develop new product for the customer. When investor purchase stocks and bond issued by the X Limited company, the firm can put the capital at risk, increasing production and creative new innovation of consumer. These activities add to country's overall capital formation. I just explained in productive usage also. I told you, if you increase your production, if you increase your goods and if you're increasing your production, automatically you're increasing your goods and service. If you increase more goods and service, it automatically lead a economical development of the country. Likewise, here also the company raised the fund. Why the company raised the fund? They raised the fund for increasing their production, or they want to give a new innovative product to their customer. So that only the company raised the fund through the financial market. If they gather this amount, automatically they produce more. If they produce more, then the national income, the capital formation also will increase. These activities add the country overall capital formation. Likewise, many organization is there. If all the organization they are raising their capital in the sense, automatically overall capital formation will increase. That is a capital formation. Next one is price determination. Price determination. Financial market allow for the determination of price of the trade financial asset through the interaction of buyer and seller. Through the interaction of buyer and seller, financial market allow for the determination of price of the financial asset. What is a financial asset? Financial asset is like a bond, debenture, shares, securities, government securities. These are all the instrument is called a financial asset. These prices are fixed through the interaction between the buyer and seller. Another thing, based on the demand and supply, only the price of financial asset are fixed. Based on the demand in financial market, demand and supply, only the price of financial asset are fixed. This mechanism is called a price discover mechanism. Through the demand and supply, based on the demand and supply, only the price of financial asset is fixed. This mechanism is called a price discover mechanism. This is called a price determination. The financial market allow the buyer and seller, after interaction between the buyer and seller, the financial market allow to determine the price of the financial asset. Based on the demand and supply only, the price of financial assets are fixed. This mechanism is called a price discover process. Mechanism. Sales mechanism. Financial market provide a mechanism for selling of financial asset by investor. So far it's to offer benefit to marketability and liquidity of such asset. Sometimes the investor means those who invest money in a particular company shares or debenture, that person is called a investor. If the investor is not satisfied with the organization, or if they want to sell their securities or bond or shares, whenever they want to sell, they can sell at the financial market. So the financial market provide the marketability and liquidity. Liquidity means converted financial asset immediately into cash. That is called a liquidity. Marketability means describe an attribute. The attribute of an investment, that means it can be sold at any time. You can be sold your investment at any time. Liquidity means we have to easily convert it into cash. The financial market provide the benefit of the investor. Anytime if they don't want to maintain their shares or debenture financial asset, immediately anytime they can sell the shares or debenture in a market. That is called a marketability. Liquidity means immediately they have to convert this, after selling immediately they are converted this shares or debenture into the cash, is called a liquidity. So this benefit is given by the financial market. That is called a sales mechanism. Financial market provide a mechanism for selling a financial asset by an investor. Investor anytime they can sell their shares or debenture in the market, and then easily converted this shares or debenture. That means the financial asset, if they sell the financial asset, immediately they have to convert it into cash. They can easily sell and convert it into cash. This opportunity is given by the financial market. Next one is information. Financial market provide a valuable information to both the investor as well as, that means the lender as well as the borrower, both the investor and organization. So investor know about the organization, they are given a full detail about the organization and other things. Likewise organizations also they gather some information from the financial market about their various segment of market. Through that, both the buyer and seller, here the buyer is a investor, seller is a organization. So they are getting some various valuable information through the financial market. So financial market provide valuable information about the various segment of market. They provide information of various segment of market, so that it reduces the cost of transaction of financial assets also. Transaction of financial asset means buying and selling of financial asset. If any person want to buy a particular company's shares or debenture, the full information they provide, the financial information provide the full information about the organization. So it is easy to buy the particular company's shares or debenture. So it reduces the cost of transaction of financial asset. So these are all the intermediator functions done by the financial market. First one is intermediator function. One is transfer of resources. Financial market transfer the ultimate resources from the lender to borrower. Then enhancing income through the financial market, the lenders are getting some interest and dividend, because they invested huge amount on the financial market. Through the investment they are getting some interest and dividend. From that, not only the individual income rise, both the national income as well as the individual income will rise. Productive usage. So the organizations are using this fund for productive purpose. so that the production will increase. If the production will increase, automatically the national growth also will increase. Capital formation. Financial market provide a channel through which a saving flow of aid capital formation of the country. Price determination. Through the financial market, the buyer and after interaction, through the interaction of buyer and seller, the financial market allow to determine the price of the product based on the demand and supply. The price of the financial assets are fixed. This mechanism is called a price discover process. Then sale mechanism. Financial market provide a mechanism for selling a financial asset by the investor. Anytime if they want to sell their, that means if they anytime they can sell their shares, a financial asset in a financial market, that marketability given by the financial market. Likewise, they are easily converted their financial asset into the cash. Immediately they can easily convert it into cash. For example, if you are invested gold, immediate if you want money, in the sense if you are selling that gold into the market, immediately you have to convert it into cash. Like if you are invested some amount in a land or building, immediately we can't able to convert it into cash. It took a time for selling that particular asset. So that is a market liquidity means easily converted into cash. The asset easily converted into cash. The investor get a benefit from the marketability and liquidity from the financial market. Then the information, financial market provide the valuable information to both the buyer and seller. Through that the reduce the cost of transaction of financial asset. So these are all the functions of financial market of intermediary function. Next one is the functions of financial function. 3 functions there. One is financial market provide fund to the borrower. Through that they are invest this amount in an investment plan. They carry out their investment plan. Financial market provide a funding to the borrower. Through that fund they carry out their investment plan. Likewise, financial market provide a lender to earn asset, because they are using this fund, they are invested the amount in wealth, earn wealth by developing the asset in productive venture. They are invested amount in a productive venture. Through that they are earning some financial asset. Providing liquidity in the market so as to facilitate the trading of funds. I already told you liquidity means easily converted into cash. So financial asset we easily converted into cash. These facilities given by the financial market. So many investors are likely to invest their fund in a financial market. So these are all the financial functions. One is financial market provide fund to the borrower. Through that they are carry out the investment plan. Likewise, the financial market provide the lender with the earning asset, because they invested to earn wealth by developing the asset in productive venture. Third one is they are providing a liquidity in the market. So many people, many lenders are likely to invest amount in a financial market. Liquidity means, I already told you, liquidity means easily converted into cash. This facility given by the financial market. So these are all the financial functions. Next we are going to see the new issue market versus secondary. Now we are going to learn new issues versus new issue market versus secondary market. Difference between new issues market and secondary market. First, new issue market meaning. Primary market, also known as a new issue market, is the marketplace where new shares are issued and the public buys shares directly from the company. Is called a primary market. Primary market also is called a new market. New shares are issued to the public by buying the share directly from the company. So the public are directly buying from the company. That is called a new issue market. So market place where new shares are issued to the public directly from the company is called a new shares. Secondary market, the place already shares are issued to secondary market, traded in the secondary market. I just want to show you a picture. about secondary market. See this picture, children. In this picture, the company sell a share to A. For that, A pays certain amount to the concern. So this amount directly goes to the organization. So this fund they are using for expansion and diversification. In case of B, in case of second person, he bought a share from the another investor only, so that he pay amount to A, not for the company. So here the fund does not provide to the company. The fund goes to the investor only, not to the organization. New issues, the fund directly goes to the company, but secondary market, the fund not goes to the company, it goes to the another investor. So this is a difference between a primary and secondary. Then how can security be sold? Only once only the company sell the share to the investor. Only once. Only one time only the company sell the share to the investor. But in case of secondary market, if the investor transfer their share to another person, for example, A transfer his share to B. If B decided to sell the share, then he sell to another person. After C bought the share, if C decided to sell to another person, likewise they can multiple time they can sell the share. They sold out their shares. That is possible in secondary market, but there is only one time only the company sold their shares to the general public. That is called a primary market. Primary market, only one time only we have to sold out the shares, but multiple times we have to sell their shares in the secondary market. Buying and selling between company and investor. Here company and investor only buying directly, the investor directly bought shares from the company, but in secondary market the investor bought a share from the another investor. That is the difference between primary market and secondary market. Primary market, the investor get the share from the directly from the company, but in secondary market the investor bought share from another investor. Gain person here, company is a gain person, because in a new market the fund goes to the company, the fund goes to the organization, but in secondary market the fund goes to the investor, it not goes to the company. So that's the difference between the company gain person. Intermediator, many underwriters. Primary issues, we need a lot of procedures and lot of work is there for issuing new shares to the general public. So here underwriter means many banks and other financial institutions, they help the organization to raise the fund through shares and debenture. Here broker link between investor to another investor. Here the underwriter, here the broker. Price, fixed price, only fixed price only they are selling their shares to the investor. Fixed price means if the price of share 100 rupees means the same 100 rupees only they are selling to all the people, all the investor. But in case of secondary market, for example, A bought a share from the company, 1 lakh shares she bought from the company. For example only, in previous picture I showed you that picture. 2 person, 3 person, one is a company, another one lady is involved, another one person is involving. Here the lady bought a share from the company. The lady bought a share from the company. So fixed price, for example 1 lakh worth shares she purchased from the company. Okay, the same 1 lakh only the company offer other persons also, but after purchasing the share from the company she decided to sell to B. That means she may sell more than the face value. That means she bought only 1 lakh. After if the high demand in market, if there is any high demand for particular company shares, definitely they will sell more than their original value of shares. That means, for example, she purchased 1 lakh. After purchase, she decided there is a lot of demand for the shares, in the sense more than what she purchased. She decided to sell to another person. That means B bought 1,10,000. Likewise, B, if a high demand, in the sense B decided to sell, in the sense he sell more than 1,10,000. Likewise, the price we may change in the secondary market, but there is fixed price in the primary market. Organization no rooted any specific spot or geographical location for new issue market, but it is a physical existence. Stock exchange one, through the stock exchange only secondary market shares are traded in through the stock exchange. Through the stock exchange only we can trade at the secondary market, but primary market there is no physical location for trading your shares or debenture. So these are all the difference between new issue market and secondary market. Then classification of financial asset. Classification of financial asset can be classified different circumstance. One is a marketable asset, another one is non-marketable asset. What is a marketable asset? Marketable asset are those which can be easily transferred from one person to another person without much hindrance. Without much hindrance, if you are able to transfer your financial asset one person to another person, that is called a marketable asset. Shares, listed companies, government securities, bonded, public sector undertaking. So these are all called a financial asset. These are all called the financial asset. If the financial asset, if you are transferred easily from one person to another person without any hindrance, that is called a marketable asset. Non-marketable asset means the just opposite to marketable asset. So you are not able to easily transfer your financial asset to one person to another person. There are very tough and very not easy to cannot be transferred. On the other hand, if the asset cannot be transferred easily, it is called a non-marketable asset. Marketable asset means we are easily transfer from one person to another person, like a secondary market. Marketable asset means shares, debentures, government securities, bond. These are all the things we can easily transfer from one person to another person. Non-marketable asset, like we cannot able to transfer easily. Provident fund, bank deposit, national savings certificates. We can't able to transfer the bank deposit, provident fund, pension fund. These amount these assets we can't able to transfer another person. So this is called a non-marketable asset. Non-marketable asset means the asset cannot be transferred easily to other person. It's called a non-marketable asset. So successfully we have finished our 4th chapter. So learn all the important things. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, children. Next class we will see fresh new chapter 5, capital market. So next video we'll see the capital market. So learn all the theory. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, children. Thank you.